Hello and welcome to another episode of Kwesi's Corner with me, Kwesi. Today we're going to be talking about three particular fiber heads or fiber style heads, old school heads, in the form of these three contenders here: the Ambassador Fibreskin, the Evans Calftone, and the Kentville Drums natural roux heads. And we're going to see how they line up on these snares up next. Okay, so we're going to be touching on these three distinctive skins. All three heads have different characteristics, so we're going to try them out in a controlled environment. The control being the fact that we're using three 400s, albeit from slightly different diameters, but they're three 400s nonetheless. And you're going to see a bit of that up next, both with muffling on. Muffling comes in form of this wallet, and also three tuned high and low, each one of them. Not all of them are tuned high at the same time, so there will be indication of which one's turned low, which one's turned high. Very simple demos just to give you an idea of what each snare is saying in the situation. Tried out three heads. Comes in the form of this Weather King Fiberskyn. The Evans representation is the Evans 56 Calftone, and then you've got Kentville Drums head. It's very hard to compare them head like for like, because obviously the Kentville head is a Kangaroo skin. Both the Calftone and the Fiberskyn are synthetic heads, but they're useful for bits. So going to the Remo Ambassador, it's quite warm, responsive, low, medium tones, studio recording, ideal for some people. It's been quite durable. It depends on what situation you put it in, and it's got a pretty good response brush wise. Surface area is that which we would recommend for that. From what I've seen, on some of the heads I put on it, or some of the snares that I put this head on, fairly versatile, fairly versatile. Next up we have the Calftone. So this is a 60th anniversary tribute to calf skin heads, which is why they're called Calftone. From what I believe, it's the first foray into the whole, kind of synthetic skin kind of head thing. It's, from what I see, it's quite a similar head. It's a bit thicker, or this iteration is a bit thicker than the Fiberskyn, in terms of the fact that you can't see through it. It's quite well packed. I'm not sure what it's made of, but pretty okay at medium tensions. Sounds surprisingly good with some kind of mute on it, because it keeps that high level of attack without sacrificing the tone of the drum. So even if you tune it up higher, it actually sounds quite decent. Quite an interesting head to play with. Not overly convinced, to be honest, about the surface in terms of brush playing, even though you can feel that you can do that. But playing wise, in a more contemporary sense, I'd find this pretty good for mid to high range. Next up, we've got the Kentville Drums head. So it's the only synthetic head in this kind of comparison. Straight away, warm tones, very controllable. I believe this is the thicker head of what they have available. So this is once again sourced ethically. The skins are sourced ethically from kangaroos. Don't ask me how. They are. Just trust me. Good all round. Complements the drum. You can hit it quite hard. Brushwork is also very responsive. And all in all, it breathes like like I believe a head should. It's more of an investment, you know, than anything else, rather than, you know, a cheaper head, say a G1 or an Ambassador. It's just, yeah, it's an investment, but it's a lower level of that. When you're buying this, you got to know what it's able to do. You got to know what it sounds like and have an idea of how it responds in a gigging or playing environment, and be sure of it before you invest, because, you know, these things ain't cheap. Okay, so what do I think of this altogether? Again, it's very hard to compare both the Fiberskyn and the Calftone to the Kentville drums head, but we rarely have these side by side, so it's a good opportunity. It's just a good comparison, just to see what's, you know, maybe what benefits your kit rather than just the general sound, you know. And hopefully we've got some sort of representation of what these are about. You know, I didn't go into too much detail about how they're made, etc. However, you know, sound is everything, and a lot of people, to be honest, don't give a damn about how they're made. They just want them to work, and that's what we're about. Nice and simple. So all I'd say is, it's down to you. It's down to you, the viewer, listener. See what works for you. Thanks for watching. Hope this has been helpful to you. If you like what you've seen, please do like, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Which head do you think sounds amazing? Which head do you think sounds trash? Is there any head that sounds trash? Or is there any head that you could see yourself putting on your kit setup, and why? Or do you have them already on your existing setup? How does that work? So without further ado, have a good one. Take care.